Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we will discuss about IUPAC nomenclature of compounds with more than one different functional groups. So in my previous videos I have already discussed how to write correct IUPAC names for compounds containing branched chain alkanes or unsaturated hydrocarbons or compounds with functional groups, multiple bonds and substituents. So what to do if more than one functional group is there? So we have to take any one of the functional group as the principal functional group and another one as the secondary functional group, right? So here I have written this order of preference. So what does it mean? Order of preference means the groups which are on the top of this order of preference, or we can say which are placed before in this order of preference, they are always taken as the principal functional group, and others which are placed after in this order of preference or which are kept on bottom, they are called the secondary functional groups. Okay, so according to it, suppose CHO and this carbonyl group are present in an organic compound. So which one to take as the principal functional group? Of course this one. Okay, because this is placed before this carbonyl group in this order of preference, or you can say that if one carbonyl group and one OH group is present in an organic compound, then we have to take this one as the principal functional group and this one as the secondary functional group. So according to it, the names of this functional groups changes. So here I have also written another table in which the functional groups I have written over here, and as principal functional groups the names of these groups I have written here, and in this column if they are used as prefix, how we will write their names we have written over here. Okay, so 3 columns are for this purpose. So let me now describe this one with the help of examples. Suppose CH3, CO, CH2, CHO. Suppose this is our organic compound. So you can see that one CHO group and one carbonyl group, both are present as functional groups in this organic compound. So according to the order of preference, if CHO and carbonyl group are present together in an organic compound, then always CHO is taken as the principal functional group. So this is our principal functional group, and the principal chain is to be numbered in such a way that the principal functional group gets the lowest possible number, followed by double bond, triple bond and substituents. So we will start from here. Okay, 1 2 3 4 carbon atoms are there, and in 3 position we have one carbonyl group. So this is our principal functional group and this is our secondary functional group. So here CHO, if CHO is present, then you can see that as principal functional group its name is Al. Okay, and if carbonyl group is present, it is present in this organic compound as a secondary functional group, that means as prefix. So we can write oxo or keto for this one. So what will be the name? So this is 3-oxo butanal. Understood? Now next one. Suppose we have like this CH3, CH, Br, CH, OH, CH3, and COOCH3. Okay. This one will be omitted, sorry. So what will be the name of this compound? So here we can say that one OH group is there, one ester group is there, and one bromine atom is also here. So what to do? Here all the groups such as halo, that means fluoro, chloro, here bromo is here, or iodo or nitro, so that means NO, or nitro, that means NO2, alkoxy group, alkyl group, aryl group, etc. are always treated as substituents or simple prefix. So here functional group is this one and this one. So let's check out the order of preference. Here OH is here and COOR is here. So COOR is placed before in order of preference. So this one is our principal functional group and this one is our secondary functional group. So as principal functional group, COOR means alkyl OH. That means here we have COOCH3. So what will be the name? According to it, we have to decide, and OH is present as the secondary functional group. So here OH is here. You can see OH is here and it is we have to write it as prefix. So this is hydroxy. Okay. This one and this one. So now let's write. So we have to start numbering from this carbon atom. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and all the prefixes for secondary functional groups and other substituents are to be placed in alphabetical order before the word root. Okay, so here you can see one substituent is here, another secondary functional group is here. So how to write the name? This is bromo and this one is hydroxy. You can see this is hydroxy and this one is bromo because this is halo. So let's write the name, and this one is also another substituent. Okay, so this one is named as, for this one, alkyl OH. So here the alkyl group is methyl, so it is methyl. In 3 position we have bromo. Why we are writing this bromo before hydroxy? Because B comes first in alphabetical order, then H. 3 bromo, 2 hydroxy. In 2 position we have another methyl group, 2 methyl, and 4 carbon atoms are there in this parent chain, so butanoate. So this one is our full name of this compound. Okay, let's take another example. Suppose CH3, CH2, CH, CO, NH2, CH2, COOH. So here CONH2 and COOH are 2 functional groups. So let's check out the order of preference. So COOH is at top and CONH2, where is it? Yes, here it is. So this one is the principal functional group and CONH2 is the secondary functional group. So we have to start our numbering from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So CONH2 as a prefix we can write carbamoyl. Okay. So here in 3 position we have carbamoyl substituent, carbamoyl. 5 carbon atoms are there. Here AN and oic acid, both, right? This is saturated carbon chain and oic acid for this one, principal functional group. So it is starting with a vowel, so this E will be dropped. Pentanoic acid, simple. 3-carbamoyl pentanoic acid. This is the full name of this compound. So while naming all these compounds, you can easily see that the principal functional group is to be written after the word root. Okay, and is to be named as a member of that particular class of compound. That means as a derivative of this particular class of compound. I hope now this idea is clear to you all, and if you have any confusion regarding this topic, you can ask me in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe and of course hit the bell icon to get notification of new videos on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.